Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Claire's Circle. Today, we're diving into the topic of grand romantic gestures in relationships. Those moments when one partner, driven by love, plans a spectacular surprise. But that surprise crosses a line and turns into a violation of trust. This story comes from a subscriber named Sarah. She's at the heart of a conflict that made her question whether she really knows her husband at all. It's about how the most intimate part of expecting a child was turned into a public spectacle, without her consent. Let's listen in. Sarah and her husband Tom are expecting their first child. She describes their relationship as very close and equal. Tom is naturally an extrovert. He loves parties, big gatherings, and grand gestures. Sarah's more introverted. She cherishes quiet, intimate moments. Until recently, these differences had only complemented each other. When it came time for the ultrasound where they could learn the baby's gender, they sat down and had a thorough conversation. They both wanted to know, but it was extremely important to Sarah that the moment be private and shared only between the two of them. She suggested a plan, and Tom enthusiastically agreed. The ultrasound tech would write the gender on a card, seal it in an envelope, and they would open it together, just the two of them, on their anniversary, which happened to be that Saturday. Sarah was thrilled. She imagined them ordering takeout, lighting candles, and uncovering this tiny, life-changing secret together. At the appointment, everything went according to plan. The doctor handed them the sealed white envelope. Sarah told me she held it in her hands all the way home, full of nervous excitement. Tom seemed happy too, though looking back, she says he seemed oddly fidgety. But she chalked it up to general excitement. They placed the envelope in plain sight on the dresser, like a symbol of their upcoming private celebration. But over the next few days, Sarah started to notice strange behavior. Tom kept smiling slyly when he thought she wasn't looking. He was constantly texting someone, hiding his phone screen when she walked into the room. One day, a courier delivered a large box, which Tom quickly carried to the garage, saying it was just work stuff. Sarah's suspicions deepened when she got a message from Tom's sister. "Hey, can't wait for Saturday. By the way, what are you wearing to the party?" Sarah was confused. What party? She replied that Tom's sister must have messaged the wrong person. That evening, she decided to talk to Tom. Calmly, without accusations, she asked, "Tom, what's this party we're apparently hosting on Saturday that I don't know about?" At first, he tried to joke it off, claiming his sister had mixed things up. But when Sarah brought up the secret messages and the mysterious box in the garage, he gave in. His face lit up. She said he looked proud and giddy as he grabbed her hands and blurted out his grand plan. Turns out he'd made a deal with the ultrasound tech. While Sarah had stepped out of the room, the tech had told him the baby's gender. The envelope they'd been treasuring, it was empty. For the past 2 weeks, Tom had been secretly planning a huge gender reveal party for all their friends and family. The box in the garage was full of pink and blue decorations and a giant confetti cannon. He excitedly explained how on Saturday, in front of everyone, they'd pop the cannon and find out if it was a boy or a girl. He expected her to jump into his arms with joy. But Sarah said all she felt in that moment was cold emptiness. That private, tender moment she had been cherishing had been stolen. Not only stolen, turned into a public spectacle, a performance for a crowd, without her knowledge, without her consent. She looked at him and quietly said, "Tom, I don't want this. Our plan was something else. You were supposed to find out together with me." His smile disappeared. He looked completely confused. "But I did this for you," he said. "I wanted to give you a surprise, a celebration, something you'd remember forever." "Well, you did make it unforgettable. This is the day you showed me that what was supposed to be our moment was really just yours. You made the decision for both of us, and you lied to me." Tom started getting angry. He couldn't understand why she was upset. He accused her of being ungrateful, of ruining his romantic gesture. The argument got louder and more heated. And that's when Sarah made her decision. She told him, "I'm not going to that party. I refuse to celebrate the fact that you broke my trust, Cancel everything. Tom was stunned. He said she was being selfish and making him look like a fool in front of everyone he'd invited. He begged her not to be so dramatic and just to go along with it, for the guests' sake. But she stood firm. And now they're at an impasse. The party is planned for tomorrow. The guests are expecting a celebration. Tom thinks Sarah is ruining his beautiful idea over something small, and Sarah feels deeply betrayed and refuses to participate in what she sees as a circus. She ended her letter with a question, and I want to ask all of you in our circle. What am I a villain for refusing to attend the party my husband planned for me and for making him cancel everything? Or is the feeling that something sacred was stolen from me enough to stand my ground, even if his intentions were good? What do you think? Where's the line between a romantic surprise and selfishness? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. As always, thank you for listening.